offensive rebounds. We did all right. Fast break points. They held them to single digits, but they had 18 second chance points, and they had 12 points off of our turnovers, 15 turnovers. So, again, you give them 30 points of things that you can control. You're probably not going to hold any team in the NBA to 0 offensive rebounds or 0 points off turnovers. But if you limit those two areas and try to take care of your business, and be disciplined and be forceful, in terms of putting bodies on bodies and not giving them second and third opportunities, you set yourself up, to have some sort of success and to have a chance at it at least. But Sacramento's a hell of a ball club. You take your hat off to them. Sabonis is playing at a very elite level. They have a well-balanced team, a well-balanced attack. And Mike is doing a phenomenal job. And, this is another opportunity for us to go back, take a strong look at what transpired, and, also being conscious of the fact that we're missing key figures out of our lineup as well. But even still, what could we have done better tonight in terms of things that we can control? And so we'll do that and tee it up and get ready to go play Charlotte.
When you're missing guys, how do you try to fight back against if there's any loss of morale, or if you see guys, and do you think that seeps in at all?
No, yes, that's human nature, but it has to be about the spirit of competition, the spirit of being an NBA player, NBA coach, part of an NBA organization, and historic one at that, and just be excited about the natural elements that you get to be a part of. Everyone doesn't get to put a uniform on and play in the NBA. Everyone doesn't get to coach in the NBA. Everyone doesn't get to work in the NBA or be one of the, managers of the shop, so to speak, and be a part of a franchise, NBA franchise, let alone one such as the Lakers. So it's an honor to come out here every night and be a part of the purple and gold and to go out and try to make good things happen. And, again, things don't happen overnight. It's our 31st game. We have 51 games left, so we'll chip away and keep swinging the axe and keep building and trying to continue to lay the foundation that we've come into this with. But it's the spirit of competition that precedes everything, in my opinion.
Darvin, I know we don't know a specific timeline on AD at this point, but this is 2 straight games where you guys have played playoff caliber teams. They've scored over 130 points. He has been obviously the center of what you guys do defensively. If he is gone for any real period of time, do you have to reconfigure anything defensively in terms of principles? How much is going to change on that end?
I don't think you have to change anything principle-wise. I just think you have to do things better. You have to be more ready to make adjustments. We have to come up with, put more options. I mean, we already have a lot of options in terms of our defense and things we can do and make adjustments towards. But we just have to get to those things quicker. And individually to a man, just even more competitive pride in, getting a stop and getting a rebound, finishing a defensive possession with a rebound. And it's tough because, you have games set up in a way where it's tough for you to practice. And a lot of things you will want to implement if there's anything new, which, we'll do that. We happen to do it on the fly without really getting reps, and so that's difficult as well. But, man, make no mistake about it. No one's going to feel sorry for you in this business. You have to just, keep your head down, keep looking at the film, keep looking at your lineups, keep looking at which lineups are, with our analytical department, which lineups are bringing, providing good fruit, producing good fruit, and go with those. And the NBA season is a marathon, and the injuries are a huge part of our sport, so no one's going to feel sorry for you. You just have to keep chipping away and keep working at it and try to put your minds together and come up with the best possible solution.
Darvin, All right, that is Lakers head coach Darvin Ham right there. So Lakers lose, final score 134-120. Next game coming up on Friday night. Lakers taking on the Hornets. It's a 7:30 tip-off. We'll do pregame at 6. We'll take some of your phone calls when we come back. Plus, we'll get a chance to hear from some of the players. Stay right here if you want to call in, 877-710-ESPN. Pete's Out Lakers postgame show on 710 ESPN.
Hey, Laker fans, John Ireland here. Have you downloaded the new ESPNLA app? You got to get this thing. It's great. You can get Travis and Sliwa, Mason and Ireland, Sedano and Cap, and all of our Lakers talk with Slee right in the palm of your hand.
You're just one tap away from everything Lakers.
You could even win Lakers tickets.
React to the Lakers on ESPNLA app.
Download the new ESPNLA app in the App Store or on Google Play.
.120 Sacramento over the Los Angeles Lakers. If you want to shoot us a call, 877-710-ESPN. Need a break from the everyday? Well, fans, it might be your lucky day because tonight, Fantasy Springs Resort Casino is giving away a 2-night stay plus dinner and golf or bowling for two. Make any day your lucky day. Book now at FantasySpringsResort.com. All right, let's take a couple phone calls here, then we'll get a chance to hear from some of the players. Let's go to Ken in Newport Beach. What's going on, Ken?
Well, not much you can say about this game other than you probably shouldn't play none at all. But I'm hearing rumors from some people that I know that Westbrook was angry we didn't play in the fourth quarter 2 games ago. He even heard some things that his brother had written. And all of a sudden he came up with a miraculous injury last game and then again today. Is he injured or is there something else going on? Is he trying to make a point? You can't win without me. And if so, he should be fine for that, but what are you hearing?
I think he's definitely injured. I don't think Russ has given an indication, and I appreciate you calling in. I don't think Russ has given any indication, especially since Darvin Ham has been here, especially since it feels like he kind of solidified his role coming off the bench. I don't really see what the advantage would be for him to not play in these games. So I think Russ, I've talked about it on a couple of different shows that I do. The fact that Russ was such a conversation 30 days ago, 45 days ago, whatever it was, maybe 60 days ago. And now that conversation has changed almost 180 on Russ. And the fact that when you're at the arena at Crypto.com, now there's plenty of Laker fans that cheer Russ, where I don't think that was the case. Obviously, when the season had just started, I feel like Russ has done as best as he can. Is he playing perfect basketball? No. Are the Lakers playing perfect basketball? They're obviously not. But I don't look at Russ and say, well, it's because of Russ this happened or that happened. Tonight is actually a good example where the Lakers could have used Russ. They could have used Austin Reeves if Anthony Davis wasn't going to be there. Oscar in Baldwin Park. What's going on, Oscar?
Hey, thanks for taking my call. Happy holidays.
You too, brother. Thank you.
Shout out to Miss Jenny Buzz. Congratulations on her recent news of engagement. So many blessings to her. Okay, Slee, time for this. 2 weeks ago, I was feeling good, man. That 6-game road trip, they were 500. They were doing some close games against the Celtics. I was mad that they lost, but I expect them to win. So I have that good feeling again. Now, damn, with AD gone, I got those holiday blues about them, man. But I'm looking to the bright side, about positive on it. Maybe now with him out, they're forced to make a trade that they probably wouldn't have made if he was in there because they didn't want to mess with team chemistry or whatever. So maybe now they make that trade. They get a couple players in return. AD comes back, and maybe they go on a little run, and who knows, man. So I'm not sure to say positive. These are the dark days. So, they just got to stay competitive and stay right there, man. Let's just wait for AD to come back.
Oscar, I appreciate the call, bud. Appreciate the call. Okay, so a couple things. The dark days ahead, like you're talking about. Listen, I could try to be optimistic, and I mentioned this, and I'll mention it again. There comes a point where you just got to have talent, and the Lakers right now don't have enough talent. LeBron can drop, what did LeBron have tonight? 30, more than 31. 31 and 11 and shot over 50% from the field. But it doesn't really, I don't want to say it doesn't matter. What I'm saying is that to take on a other playoff team or a team that's in the hunt and they got all their guys, you got to play perfect basketball. It's the equivalent if on Sacramento tonight they didn't have Domantas Sabonis, Harrison Barnes, and Keegan Murray. That's what the Lakers were working with, or Kevin Huerter, one of those other guys, right? And the Lakers had everybody. So it's tough to obviously win games like that. Your theory about the trade, your theory about, well, maybe the Lakers now are forced to make a trade. To be honest with you, I think either way, if the Lakers feel like there's a move that could benefit them, and I think you got to look at that move a little bit more long-term. So if it's a player that is also on the books next year, but you like that player, I think you can make that move before you know 100% just how long Anthony Davis is going to be out. I think the key is if you could just improve your roster and you don't feel like you're giving up anything crazy compensation-wise, then, of course you look into it. The problem is there's so many teams right now that don't know if they're good or not. I mean, the Western Conference alone is just stacked with all these squads right now that are hovering up 3, 4, 5, 6 games above 500. So everybody kind of thinks they're in the mix. So maybe nobody wants to go make a deal, or they're going to go make a deal to try to improve. They won't be sellers; they'll be buyers. All right, one thing that I want to play here real quick. Actually, let's do this coming back. We'll do this coming back. We come back. I want to play something from Dave McMenamin from earlier today on NBA Today, talking about Anthony Davis, and then we'll also see if we got any players here that we could play as well. Stay right here. Appreciate you guys being a part of the show. Pizza Hut Lakers postgame show on 710.
You're listening to the Pizza Hut Lakers postgame show.
Highlights from tonight's Lakers game. And your reaction on the Lakers line. The Los Angeles Lakers on 710 ESPN.
Presented by Pizza Hut. Try the new Detroit style from Pizza Hut. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Once again, here's Alan Sliwa.
Points in the Paint all season long is sponsored by Vista Paint. Right now, local residents can take 40% off on factory direct high-quality Vista Paint products. A Vista Paint team member will show you how. Locally owned, manufactured, and operated since 1956. Visit vistapaint.com and start saving up. Points in the Paint tonight give the edge to the Sacramento Kings. 58-50, final score 134-120. Kings all over the Lakers. Lakers gave up 41 in the second quarter and 40 in the third quarter, and that was pretty much a wrap from there. LeBron tonight. LeBron had 31 points, 11 assists, and 6 rebounds. Like I mentioned, just not enough of the key players there, and not enough defense for the Lakers. And if you're not playing defense, you really don't have a shot. That's the only real chance that the Lakers have right now is they've got to be able to get stops. Did it in the first quarter, only gave up 25 points, but then 41, 40, and 28 the rest of the way. Here's LBJ on the Lakers' loss.
Efficient offense when you're out there, efficient shooting night, assisted turnover, good. What's the bigger challenge defensively with the guys that are out, and how do you guys try to piece things together during that however long it is?
I guess your numbers call, you just gotta go out there and do your job and do it at the highest capable ability. Each individual can do it, and then let the chips fall where they may. So, that's. We had to do it as a collective group. Obviously, we had a lot of guys out, AD, Russ, Austin, a lot of our big minute guys, big rotation guys. So, we had other guys step up. We just didn't have enough.
LeBron, beyond making yourselves available for your team and giving your all on the 94/50, which obviously you always do, that you're on, find yourself in a moment of trouble, whatever you want to call it, right, like it's in right now. In what ways do you do things maybe beyond the actual game time to try to help the team find its way?
No, just do your job. Just go out and lead and do your job. And, like I said, I'm going to show up to work and be ready to go. Lead the guys on the floor when I'm on the floor. Try to help them out when I'm not in the game at certain points. But just do my job and do more than I can do. And hopefully it results in wins. And it's the only business I'm in. It's the business of winning. So hopefully it's enough.
Do you feel like the team's competitive spirit has been hurt by some of the injuries you guys have taken this week, especially AD not knowing how long he's going to be?
No, that can never. We can lose some key guys and feel for the individual, but the competitive spirit should never go. You should never lose the notion to want to compete.
LeBron, trigger, right? This is 2 straight games against contenders, and obviously you guys are missing yourself in games, but over 130 points allowed. It's such a crucial part to everything you guys do defensively. Do you see a pathway to right that if he's out for an extended period of time? What's it going to take?
Each game will have its own story, so we'll see. We lose. We're already a team without a lot of length, not a lot of size, and you lose a 6'11" guy with a 7'6" wingspan, 7'7" wingspan. It's self-explanatory. So it's not like it's rocket science.
Is it overcomable? I guess if that's.
It's a game situation.
What does it mean to play here? This is year 20. Of course, your first baskets as an NBA player was here in Sacramento. So what does it mean when you come back here?
It always has a special meaning, even though, it's a different arena, but, same feeling, same city. It was the beginning of my career, and it would always hold a special place in my heart, being in Sacramento, just because of the journey that I've been on, and having my first ever plane ride to a city for a first game, for the regular game, and going against the first set of fans in the NBA as a regular season attendee. So it would always have a place for sure.
What have you seen from the Fox and Sabonis duo tonight? What type of challenges did that bring on the defensive end?
Very good. I mean, it's very very rare when a trade works well for both franchises, and the Tyrese Halliburton and Sabonis trade has worked well for both franchises, and I think De'Aaron and Demonis, they complement each other very well. I think what Sabonis' ability to be able to play at the elbow like his father used to do, his ability to pass, his ability to rebound and score, makes him very dynamic. And De'Aaron's speed, first of all, it gives him a lot of space because you don't want to step up because he will fly right by you. But his ability to make mid-range shots, and also he's added a little post-up to his game where he can shoot over guys that's smaller than him, elevating, makes him dynamic too. So, and then they just have guys around him that complements them. It's a lot of gaming within the game, and when you have space like they have, and Herder and obviously the Rook shooting the ball extremely well. You have Harrison Barnes out there that can spread the floor. It allows De'Aaron to get into the paint. It allows him to have space. It allows Demonis to have space when you have guys out there that can spread the floor.
All right, that's LeBron James right there. Kind of breaking down the Sacramento Kings lineup. It's been an impressive start this season for them. They're 18-13 on the season, or 17-13 on the season. So I mentioned I want to play this. This is from Dave McMenamin a little bit earlier today. He was on NBA Today and kind of giving the latest update on the Anthony Davis front. Take a listen.
This is day 5 since Anthony suffered that right foot injury against the Denver Nuggets. He's on the trip to the Lakers. He did not come to shoot around. He stayed back at the hotel. He's getting treatment on the foot. Now, he's not wearing a boot on the foot currently. And so right now I'm told that the team is continuing to seek second opinion, third opinion in order to figure out a course of action to get his foot right or in a place where he could contribute to the team.
So that's the latest right now that's going on. And I had a chance to talk to Brian Windhorst yesterday on Lakers Talk, and he kind of mentioned something similar, that getting second and third opinions. And, Michael and I in the pregame show were talking about that as well. And this isn't us knowing anything. This is just kind of a hypothetical. If you're getting multiple opinions, it doesn't feel like that's the greatest news. But still no official word on Anthony Davis. And even Darvin Ham said pregame it probably still wouldn't come for another couple of days. So when it comes, will comes. But just kind of gives you an idea that the Lakers doesn't seem like anything that they would have Anthony Davis in the near future at all. Okay. Final score tonight in Sacramento, 134-120. I'm back on tomorrow morning with Travis Rogers, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Of course, tune in. Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max will start at 6 a.m. And we got a full day tomorrow of all the local shows. So Mason in Ireland, Sedano and Cap as well. Thank you to Michael Funches, Rebecca Womble, Wilbert Flores, and to Josh Martinez of the social team. So appreciate you guys all being a part of the show. I'm Alan Sliwa. This has been the Pizza Hut Lakers postgame show on 710 ESPN.
Thank you for listening to Lakers basketball tonight. Game 31 of the season is in the books.
Lakers basketball on ESPNLA is sponsored by Subaru of Glendale,
the #1 volume Subaru dealer in California.
Lakers basketball delivered by new melts from Pizza Hut. Cheesy, crispy, and loaded with toppings for just $6.99. Enough for 2, price for 1. New Pizza Hut melts only at Pizza Hut.